November 27, 2025, 0600 hours. The Caribbean Sea is still reflecting a tropical sunrise. Aboard the USS Gerald R. Ford, the day begins like any other. The aircraft carrier glides through calm waters, leading Carrier Strike Group 12. Its mission, presence, a reminder of stability in a volatile region. The air is thick with salt and jet fuel, the hum of nuclear reactors a steady heartbeat. On the flight deck, sailors move with precision, checking F-18 Super Hornets and steam catapults. Every action is rehearsed. There is no room for error. Below deck, radar screens glow, tracking friendly ships in the vast emptiness of sea and sky. For now, the world is orderly, predictable, safe. But everyone knows how quickly that can change. Captain Hawk, coffee in hand, scans the horizon from the bridge. He's seen 100 sunrises like this, each one beautiful, each one filled with potential and risk. His focus is on the mission and the safety of his crew. Trouble can come from anywhere, beneath the waves or from the sky. His calm sets the tone for the ship. The crew are professionals, sailors, pilots, engineers, technicians. They've trained for years, drilled for every scenario. Fire, flooding, man overboard, combat. Fire, flooding, man overboard, combat. They trust their training, their equipment, and most of all, each other. As the sun climbs, casting long shadows across the deck, that trust is about to be tested. The calm is about to be shattered. At 0713 hours, the alert comes, not a blaring alarm, just a calm voice over comms. Unidentified contacts, bearing 270, range 100 miles, closing fast. In the Combat Directions Center, two small dots appear on radar, moving at over 500 miles per hour, straight at the USS Gerald R. Ford. No response to radio hails, no identification codes. Phantoms. Captain Hawk receives the report. Probable origin, Venezuelan airspace. The dots are labeled bogey, unknown potentially hostile aircraft. The ship's atmosphere shifts, professionalism now charged with tension. On the flight deck, two FA-18 Super Hornet pilots are scrambled. Ground crews arm the jets. This is not a drill. The bogeys are identified. K-8, Karakoram jets, Venezuelan Air Force. Why are they here? Probing defenses. A deliberate act of aggression. No one knows. Two military jets, high speed, heading for a U.S. carrier. This is a challenge. The Venezuelan jets ignore all communication, now within 50 miles. The entire strike group is at heightened alert. Aegis cruisers track the jets. Every sailor and officer is at their station, waiting, watching, ready. The silent, orderly world of the USS Ford has been invaded. The uninvited guests are about to arrive. No one knows what they plan to do. Captain Hawk's order is clear. Hold your fire, maintain defensive posture, do not escalate. The command ripples through the ship, a demonstration of discipline. The USS Ford could eliminate the threat, but that's not the mission. On the flight deck, Super Hornets are ready, but held back. A visible deterrent. This is a test of nerves, a high-stakes game of chicken. In the Combat Directions Center, officers track every move of the K-8s, analyzing for hostile intent. Information flows to the captain, who must see the big picture and make the right call. The Venezuelan jets are now just miles away, flying low, an aggressive maneuver. Their engines roar across the water, a show of contempt. Yet on the USS Ford, nothing changes. The crew remains steady. The ship is a steel fortress, unmoving and unimpressed. It refuses to be baited or provoked. It holds firm. In his Super Hornet, call sign Viper, Lieutenant Commander Miller watches the K-8s in tight, aggressive formation. He has a weapons lock, one switch away from firing, but his orders are to wait. The Venezuelan pilots are young, confident, taunting the Americans over monitored radio chatter. One makes a low, reckless pass over the carrier, a violation of international norms. The jet's roar is deafening, but it's just a gesture. On the bridge, Captain Hawk orders everything recorded. Video, audio, radar data, sent to Fleet Command. He's not thinking about a fight, but the aftermath. He's building a case. This is a battle of information and diplomacy, not weapons. Viper and his wingman, Deacon, shadow the K-8s. A constant, menacing presence. The message. We see you. We are here. Do not cross the line. The American pilots are calm, disciplined, and overwhelmingly lethal if provoked. The situation escalates. One Venezuelan jet breaks formation, flying directly at the USS Vicksburg. It dives in a simulated attack run, pulling up at the last second, a pure provocation. The Vicksburg's captain has his hand on the firing key, authorized to fire if threatened. In the Venezuelan cockpit, the pilot feels invincible, not thinking about the consequences. On the Ford, Captain Hawk tells the Vicksburg's captain, "He's baiting you. Don't give him what he wants. Your ship is not in danger. Hold your fire." The Vicksburg's captain trusts his commander and stands down. The K-8 pilot, failing to provoke a response, rejoins his wingman. The moment of maximum danger passes, but the tension remains. Everyone knows how close they came to disaster. A single miscalculation could have started a war. The razor's edge was sharp, the line between restraint and reaction thin. The USS Ford's strategy was not passive, it was calculated calm. The American response overwhelming disciplined presence, not aggression. By refusing to be provoked, the Navy seized control of the narrative. This was not weakness, but a sophisticated form of power. The rules of engagement are clear. Every sailor knows their actions have diplomatic consequences. Firing would have been legally justifiable, but a strategic disaster. The American response was multi-layered, calm on the surface, but every detail recorded and transmitted. Intelligence assets focused on Venezuela, and the diplomatic response was prepared before the jets landed. True strength is not just about having the biggest guns, but the discipline not to use them. The Venezuelan pilots thought they were winning, but they were pawns in a larger game, a game the US Navy had mastered. The winner is the one who keeps their cool. The Venezuelan jets depart, their fuel low, bravado spent. The USS Gerald R. Ford and its escorts remain undisturbed. The Super Hornets are stood down, the ship returns to routine. To a casual observer, nothing happened, but everyone knows a silent victory was won. The Pentagon releases video, news channels play the footage and audio. Venezuela's actions are condemned worldwide as reckless. Their attempt at propaganda becomes a public relations disaster. Analysts praise the US Navy's restraint, a textbook example of de-escalation. The incident becomes a case study, the difference between strength and aggression. The real power was not in destroying the jets, but in choosing not to. At sea, power is sometimes about silence, the quiet confidence of a crew that knows its capabilities. The USS Gerald R. Ford never fired a shot, but sent a message heard around the world. True strength is the wisdom to know when not to fight. The sun sets on the Caribbean Sea. The USS Gerald R. Ford continues its patrol, a silent guardian. The events of the morning are now part of the ship's history, a story of tension, restraint, and the fine line between peace and war. The crew faced a direct challenge and responded with calm professionalism. The incident is a reminder of the responsibilities that come with great power. One bad decision can have catastrophic consequences. These sailors must be warriors, diplomats, and strategists, all at once. Captain Hawk made the right call, preventing conflict and upholding the honor of his service. But he knows the next crisis is always just over the horizon. Imagine yourself in that moment, the responsibility, yours alone. Would you have the discipline to hold back? What would you have done?